Welcome back, everybody, to the Finders Flippers Resell Podcast. Coming in at episode
105. Wow. It's almost been 100 episodes since our hiatus. This is exciting. Will that be 108?
Yes, that's when we came back.
Wow.
108. So
107. 7 was the hiatus start, and 8 was the return.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. Just 4 months difference between 7 and 8. You'll notice the different gray in the beard and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We're not an S instead of a Y, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're not doing any of that. So, gentlemen, let's dive into some stuff tonight that I'm kind of interested in. Talking about our stores. Do you all have stores?
Yeah. Hopefully we can also talk about colors.
We can do that as well. Let's jump into it. Boys, I'm rocking the NCAA Championships hat tonight.
Oh, all right.
Got to get ready and get your teams lined up, ready to go. Who you pulling for, Johnny?
Oh, I don't know.
Buffalo Bisons.
The Miami of Ohio.
Oh yeah, actually, that'd be a good team to root for. They're like 31-1.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it would be, except if they win their first game, they got to play Tennessee. So I will not be rooting for them.
Well,
I am normally all about the underdogs unless they're playing Tennessee. So
I'm also rocking the Masters.
Look at that.
You like that?
It's almost time.
It is about that time. So I'm rocking all kinds of spring things going on this evening.
I like it.
Championship, little Masters Championship. All right, check it out, boys. Basketball season's over.
Look at that. He's getting scruffy.
Look at that. It's all over with.
Maybe you could bring it to a show and tell for our next episode.
Well, I could. I'll rattle it around in my bottle. I'll tell them let me have it.
Speaking of show and tell, I found these in an estate sale this weekend. Thought they were kind of cool.
Oh
wow, those are really cool.
Oh wow,
And
golf bag tags. Look at that. Oh, darn it!
Actually, got an offer on this one already, and not this one though. So I think I got an offer for 18 on this one. Paid like $2 a piece for them.
Yeah, that's cool.
Speaking of offers, how's your all stores doing? Mine's picking up pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
This last weekend was kind of slow. Been doing really well, but over the weekend, I think I had 8 sales all weekend. So,
yeah, I think we shipped 50 orders yesterday.
Yeah, that's better than I did.
Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good. So Lizzie put in. She added a 20% coupon to our store, just for a week, just to see how it would do, and
that's on everything.
Yeah,
on all stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a couple sales where we're like, ooh, but whatever, it's gone. I mean,
yeah, I started an Etsy sale for 25% off on Friday, and normally when I run Etsy sales, I get a ton of traffic and sales, but I've gotten one sale since Friday on Etsy, which is kind of strange, but it's
Johnny. How quick do you all see an uptick in your sales when you do run a sale like that? Is it pretty quick or?
I mean, she put the coupon out, and we had 3 sales in the first hour.
And that's on your store, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And normally they pick up pretty quick when I run them on Etsy. I don't run them on the other platforms as much. I run an eBay sale once every couple of months usually, and I do those tiered. I'll do like if it's below 20, I think 10%. If it's 21 to 40, I'll do 15, and then if it's over 40, I'll do 20% off. So
yours is tiered, and Johnny, yours is just straight across.
Well, yeah, you just use whatever code she created. It's like Frizzy 20. But she only ran it for a week, but I feel like we might extend it. We have run sales before, and to Stewart's point, sometimes they do great, and sometimes you're like, is it on?
Yeah. Did we hit it? Did we hit save?
Yeah. But this was the first time she did it. And then I guess there's a way, I don't know if it automatically does it or if she clicked it, but it sends a notification out to previous buyers.
Oh, okay.
So apparently it went out to like 1,000 accounts that we had a sale running. So
is that automatic when you do that?
I don't know if she triggered it or if it
was that on eBay or was that on
eBay.
Yeah, I think it's an option, Wes. You can set up.
Okay, because I think I'm going to run me a sale. I don't think I've ever ran a sale like that before. I think I'm going to.
Yeah, no, we had never.
And there's different ways you can do it, Wes. You can either do like a coupon, like Lizzie did. You can also just do a store-wide sale, either on everything, or you can pick categories. That's how I do the tiered ones. You can do it by category, by price, and so I'll actually set up 3 different sales with the different
gotcha
price buckets in there. And then I think there's one other way you can do a sale, but I can't remember what it is now.
Generally, when you set up your sales, though, Stewart, how does it show? Does it break it all down for you on your percentages when you do sell things in certain categories like that? Like everything you sold at 10%, 15 and 20. Does it break it down that way?
You mean, it shows when somebody buys something, it'll show the full price. Then I think it shows a discount.
But it's over a certain amount, a dollar amount, correct?
That's it. Yeah. It can be. I've run them on like everything in the eBay store before, just a set percentage. But since I do free shipping on eBay, I don't really want to do too big a percentage on lower priced items.
Right.
Etsy, I do calculated shipping, so it really doesn't matter. The shipping's not discounted. So,
right.
I wish Etsy and eBay are really the only 2 platforms that let you set up store-wide sales, I think. I know you can. Poshmark doesn't let you do any kind of store-wide sale. Macari doesn't. I don't think Depop does.
No, you can. Well, like on Depop, you can lower by percentage, and if you lower by, I think it's either 10 or 15%. It notifies all likers on an item that the price has been reduced.
Yeah, you can do that on Macari too, like individually, but you can't run a store-wide sale, I don't think, is what I was saying.
Yeah.
So there's not a way to automatically go and say, hey, my whole store's on sale. You have to go in and either, just go listing by listing. But yeah, you're right. It'll send a notification to anybody's watching it.
And then Poshmark, I think it's twice a week. I think it's Fridays and Sundays. They do something called closet clear out. And if you lower the price of an item, it's kind of silly, but it's got to be 10% lower than the lowest price it's ever been in your store. It notifies all likers that you have an item on sale.
Well, you definitely inspired me after this. I'm gonna go look into that and see if I can run a sale as well. That'll be good to do. So, Johnny, let's jump into your location now in your house/studio. You've changed the last couple of podcasts. You've been in this spot. What's?
Oh yeah, this is just my office.
Okay.
Lizzie needed to post, and so if I'm in the eBay studio, she can't post. So she asked if I would do it up here so she could take photos.
Kindly leave.
Yeah, that's right.
Take a hike. I'm digging it though. I like it. A little change of scenery.
I think I get better internet up here too. So it's a little combo of a couple things.
How are you closer proximity to your son to where you could throw like a baseball at his door and tell him to be quiet?
Yeah, he's thankfully he's out of town, so the internet should be booming. Really.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're
sounding better now. So yeah.
I just started.
I used to does seem clearer than normal, Johnny.
I think it might actually be this. Might be the laptop camera is probably better than the attachment camera on the other computer. If you guys remember last summer when I did the episode where I popped in for a second, but I was in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
that was like the best lighting I've ever had, and that was using this laptop. So I think this laptop's better than whatever overpriced camera I bought for downstairs.
You never looked better, Johnny, than you did on that episode.
That's right.
We're very relaxed. Color was great.
So, quick question, Wes. Do you have an eBay store, or do you just have eBay listings?
I do now.
Okay.
I did not have it until I think it was about 3 weeks ago. My wife added the store for me, put it on there. So that's why I'm kind of curious, because I never had it before. So you all are talking about eBay stores and putting your store up, 20% off. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yes, I do have a store now.
Okay. I've actually been working on all my stores today. One thing I've never really paid attention to is, when you go to your storefront, you have all the about information and those types of things. And I've never really put too much in there. So I used my friend ChatGPT to help me come up with some, nice sounding things for all my stores, and tried to kind of be consistent across all of them in my message about, what I do and what I sell, and change some of my, the pictures associated with my account. I'll be curious to see if that has any bearing at all. I mean, according to ChatGPT, that kind of information will come up in search engines on Google. So if people are looking for vintage eBay and you have that in your biography or whatever it's called, it might push people to your store. Now, I don't know how many.
Are you recommending that I do that as well? Because I have not.
Well, I mean, it can't hurt. I don't know about y'all. When I look for stuff on eBay, I don't know that I've ever I won't say I never have, because I have before, but it's usually been if I've, been listening to somebody on a podcast or click their link on Facebook. I don't normally shop on eBay by going to somebody's store. I mean, You're searching for items, so you just get a bunch of listings up. So I'm not sure how much difference it will make as far as sales, but I figured it can't hurt. And so
have you done that, Johnny?
We have a quick little bio in there, and it's just hey, we're Johnny and Lizzie and blah blah blah. But when we did the top seller eBay course a couple months ago, one of the meetings that we did for that was about your store, and it talked about you should do a newsletter and all of those kind of things. And that's not anything I've ever really dove into before, but it's a way to set it up so you can actually, if people follow your store, it will alert them on what you posted for that day. So they will basically be notified that hey, Wes just listed these 10 items and here they are. And it's still something that we really haven't put a ton of time into. And I think some of that is because we don't use it, so it's not
I would like to dive into it a little bit more. Stewart or Johnny, could one of you all share your screen and let's look at it?
Yeah, I can share mine if you want.
Yeah, I would like to look at it.
I had my eBay store pulled up because I was looking. So on that newsletter thing, Johnny, is that I remember reading about that. Is that an automatic?
You can set it up so it is.
Okay, I'll have to go in and find those settings. Let's see. Let's do entire.
And then the other thing that I've never done that I've seen people do that actually looks really nice is you can put categories up. So if do you have categories up, Stewart?
I know you can put up your top categories. And so, here's my little about us that I added today. I mean, I had something in there before, but it just was one sentence. So, this tells what I sell, and also mentions my antique booths there. And then I guess you get this little scrolling thing across the top here.
That date down there that you have, is that the actual exact date that you started? Did eBay have that for you, or did you just know it?
No, that's eBay put that in there. So that's when we started our eBay store. It was February 1st of 1999.
Okay.
So,
Johnny, how long did you say you had your store?
I think I started in 2001.
Okay.
Yeah, the only category thing I have right now is it puts my newly listed at the top, but you can set up. So if I go to manage my store, this is where, Wes, you can go in and you can add these featured categories. So if I wanted to have books as one of my featured categories, I could add.
Oh, okay.
Like books and magazines, this here. And I think now if I publish this, let's see what it looks well. I guess you got to add an image.
Does it not pull from your?
Yeah, you would think it would just pull an image. Well, I'm gonna take this right off. So let's just put. I'll just put this for now.
Oh, this is also a good reminder that I have yet to use my coupon for the month or for the quarter.
Yeah, so now if I go back to my store, let's see what that does.
What coupon do you mean, Johnny?
You, if you have a store, and I don't know what level it starts at.
I think it's the second. I think it may be the second one. I get $50. I have the second tier store.
Yeah, that's how ours is, but we just upped ours to that one. We used to have the one below it. So basically you get 20. It depends what store you're at, but I know we used to get $25 a quarter, and now we get $50 a quarter that you can use towards eBay supplies. So you can do tape or boxes, but it's a use or lose it. So if you don't use it by the end of the quarter, you lose it. So you might as well use it. The only thing that stinks is, well, it's probably better at $50, but at $25, you always kind of had to spend a couple bucks out of pocket. But it's still, you're getting like poly bags, boxes, tape, whatever you order, and it's basically like a gift certificate.
Yeah, and
you can kind of tell how novice I am just getting my store, because I don't know any of this. So this is actually really great information, not only for me but also our viewers to check this out if they don't have a store as well.
Yeah, I think you may be right. I think every store level gets some discount, and I think it's 25 for the lowest and 50 for the second tier. Then it goes up from there. I mean, and just I don't think the stuff you can get is as good as it used to be.
No, it's fun. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm always feel like I'm just settling on something now because I hate the tape, so I'm not getting the tape.
Oh, the tape's terrible.
Yeah,
the only reason
I think I got some comic book mailers and boards, but just because those boards I can use for, even though I don't sell comics, they're a good size to use for other things. So,
what causes you to make that jump from the 25 to 50?
It's really purely a financial decision. In fact, hold on just a second. Let me show this here. This is something that Teresa from List Perfectly put together, and it's kind of hard to see on here, but I'll send this to you.
Enlarge it down there. Can you enlarge it?
Oh yeah, I can. So she updated this in 2024, but she said she doesn't think it's changed. But this gives you the number of listings to upgrade, your store. So,
okay.
And I mean, because really the store benefits, like I said, I don't know that many people just go to stores and shop. So it really becomes purely a financial decision. So these would be the number of listings, break to upgrade. So, and I'm at the premium store, even though it says you need 13,000 listings. I've thought about downgrading many times because it's a pretty big difference between, 60 and 22, but you do get the extra, you get the $50 instead of the 25. So if you're at a starter store, Wes, you don't get a shipping supply. So I don't know if you're at basic or premium.
I believe I'm at basic.
So you should get $25 shipping.
Yeah, I'm at the basic level. Yeah.
Okay.
We have we went from basic to premium maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and we have about 1,600 listings. So the thing is, a lot of it is how many listings you have, because eBay refreshes. I don't know how much it really does, but they refresh your listing every 30 days, and that counts towards your listings. So it's not new listings that you're putting onto the platform. It's actually listings that you have in the store. So what we noticed is it used to be the last like day or two, we would get 25-cent insertion fees. I think it was 25 cents. And then it started to reach a week where the whole last week we would get 25 cent per listing, 25 cent per listing charge. And it really we broke it down with our guy, and he was like, you're really on the border of whether you want to upgrade or not. But what we found ourselves doing kind of psychologically is once we saw that, we started to slow down our listing because we didn't want to take the fees for it. So we just upgraded. So really, I mean, once you get to around like 1,700 listings, it actually makes sense to switch to premium, or at least really consider it.
And actually, I think that's what she's saying here. So she figured out, I think this is the number of listings you would upgrade to the next level. So if you have a basic store, once you get to 1,239 listings, it financially makes sense to go to.
Johnny, you're 400 over premium, that.
So. Yeah. So that's why we switched.
Got it.
So anyway, I can send that to y'all, and
I'd like to do that.
And I really think if anybody wants it, just comment and I can send it to you. Teresa doesn't mind that people see it. She posts it on Facebook all the time, but it's pretty useful.
But definitely going back, Stewart, to what you were talking about before, the list has definitely gotten worse of what you can order. We ordered almost like Ziploc bags that have like the zip closure for like higher end clothes, because we were like, we don't need any more poly mailers. We definitely don't need the tape.
Well, here you go. Yeah, well, here's what you can get. So they have 6x4x4, and I do use these some, so I have ordered these before, and you can see they're more expensive than I get them at Granger's. So, but you're getting it just for having the store. I've bought these before, not necessarily just to use for clothes, but just to put anything I want to keep dry in. And then these are those filler pads I bought, these comic book ones.
That's okay.
12 by 6x6 boxes. Don't really use that small box. And then I've bought these before, but I mean, I get these for like 40 cents from Granger. So that's
I kind of see what you're saying though, Johnny. It's got like $32.20. So if you had a $25 coupon, then
you're still spending out of pocket.
But it's kind of the same thing with the $50, Wes, because like if you buy, like if we go into this and you were to buy 25 of them, it's $32.20. So you can get 50 and you'd spend $1.53. So I mean, everything's priced kind of where you have to go a little over at least.
It's well played.
Very well played.
But I mean, it's quote free. I mean, it's a benefit of having the store, so you might as well use it. Yeah, and as Johnny mentioned, it comes out every quarter, so it starts on January 1st. Then you got to use them by March 31st, and then that code's no good. But you find it, Wes. Sometimes it's hard to find. So if you go to your eBay selling, or wait, no, it's where is it? It's account settings, I think. And then there's a subscriber discounts somewhere.
I end up having to Google it every time.
Yeah. I thought it showed up somewhere in here, but
they want you to use it.
They hide it, don't they?
They make it. Yeah, if you go into, I think it's account settings and then activity.
So there's activity up there.
If you go to the top there, activity, it should say coupons.
Is yours different, Johnny? Look at
mine. So mine looks exactly the same, except for where his says watch list. Before it says watch list, it says coupons.
Where is that?
Under, activity, where you were before, but it wasn't there.
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder if it's because I've already used my coupon.
Maybe. Oh, that's probably why then. If you used it, it probably went away.
So,
all right, so if I go looking for mine, which I know I haven't used it, I just need to go back to my eBay.
Yeah, go to account settings and then activity.
Okay. What other things can we look at that I need to jump into? Like if you all would, if you're just starting it, like I am.
I mean, there's a lot of there when we were going through that course about all of eBay and they were really kind of going into all this. There's a lot. I mean, you can link your social medias. You can link your social medias so that when you list things, you can take the stuff that you knew like just listed and like put it on your Instagram or put it on your Facebook. Okay. I mean, there's really a lot. There's a whole world.
Yeah, just
I'm not part of yet.
When you go to your store, Wes, there's just like edit store or something like that up top. Just click on that, and you'll see it'll have the placeholders to upload images and to put all your text. And then if you go to settings, there's places to set up your sales and such. So.
Okay, y'all gave me some good homework tonight.
Yeah, it's you can definitely spend some time in there. And I know there are people who do the newsletters and stuff, and it's another thing, you know. So
do you all have newsletters, both of you all?
No.
You know, at one time I thought I had newsletters go out. I have 330 people following my store, and I think that's who gets them or followers.
Mm-hmm.
So
what is that? Just like a monthly publication, or is it? What exactly does that entail? There's a bunch of different rabbit holes to go down in, isn't there?
Yeah, you really can, and it's one of those things. Again, like I said, where like I don't use it, I don't read anybody's that, you know what I mean. So I just never put much into it because it's not one of those things like, oh, I use it all the time. But I mean, like to Stewart's point earlier, like it certainly doesn't hurt you by any means. But if you just go into your seller, you know, dashboard, and then you go into store. And it's all there.
Well, I'm definitely going to be doing that. I'm excited about that.
But yeah, if you do store, if you do your store and then store newsletter, and then you can do some campaigns. I mean, I set it up, but I really don't know who gets it or how they get it or what anyone does with it. But
yeah, and
have you ever taken another account and kind of turned around and looked at yours? In a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I guess I do send out a newsletter because I have between December 17th of 2025 and March today, I sent out 32 newsletters. 22% of people opened them, and over 6% people clicked through to something in the newsletter. And it looks like I have 2 newsletters set up. There's a check out my new inventory, which is the new products like Johnny was mentioning. And then there's one that's called Welcome to My Store that goes to anybody who's a new subscriber. And it only goes out once. The other one goes out on every 2 weeks on Wednesday.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So I didn't know I was GPT to set that up, Stewart?
No, I mean, I obviously set up a long time ago. I didn't even realize I was sending newsletters. I'll have to go in and now and I'll probably go.
Well, ChatGPT would be kind of worth it just to make it quick.
Where did you see the like the results that you were talking about, like the metrics?
Here, let me just share my screen again real quick.
All right, hang on.
Yeah, because we have 1,800 followers on our store, but I don't know what goes to them.
That's
I have a new products and collection campaign.
All right, so here's how you got to it, Wes. It was you went to when you were on your store. So if you're at your store, you got to manage my store.
Okay.
And then you go to store newsletter. And then this is where it gave me the summary right here in the middle. And then here's the 2 I have set up. So if I edit this one, for example, let's see what you can change. So I can choose all subscribers or followers. I guess is there a difference between subscribing to somebody's store and following? Because I've only got 11 subscribers, but if I send it to followers,
they save you as a seller.
I guess I'm going to change this to followers because then it's going to go out to 320.
Can you not click both of them?
Oh, yeah, I guess you can. So, yeah, and I may play around with this subject line because you got 70 characters. And I guess this is what it looks like over here. So,
yeah, I'll have to play with this.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, now my newsletter is going to be going out to all my people who follow follow my store, not just subscribe.
It'll be interesting to see what happens in a week or so, Stewart. When we
I'll have to come back and check this number again.
Yeah. Johnny, especially when you've got 1,800 people, you might see exponential growth.
Yeah, that's perhaps a missed opportunity for sure.
Yeah, because I've only got 320 followers, so I don't know where you would subscribe versus. If anybody knows that, put it in the chat. But I don't have to look up what the difference between a subscriber and a follower is on eBay. But in any case, that's how you set up your newsletter.
Very neat. I will be doing that, and I hope you all will too. You all and our people watching us. So
yeah, because then if you start to link your socials, you can post directly from eBay onto your socials. So if you want to show a listing or something like that.
Oh, it'll put it like on Instagram or something.
Yeah, you can list link it to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok.
Oh. Well, that takes out you having to go and do it yourself. Putting it, it's almost like a list perfectly or Vendu or whatever on your actual.
Yeah, this will at least get it to your socials.
Right.
We were doing some research and just trying to find different ways to grow our stores. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that our research just with how reselling changes and stuff like that. And it talked about the importance of having some kind of social media presence. And it doesn't mean you have to be, Harry Tornado or anything like that, but just having a page where you can post stuff. I know we started doing Facebook a month ago, and that's a whole different world. I mean, I think we might have talked about this before, but I mean, people I have never heard of with tens of thousands of followers on Facebook in the reselling niche. It's that, aren't on YouTube or for whatever reason, you don't follow them on, Instagram or they don't have Instagram, but Facebook that's a whole different beast right there.
I think all three of us have been doing that, putting stuff up on Facebook. Because when we talked to Tall Girl Picker, that's when I started working on my Facebook presence as well. And I know Stewart, you've been doing that as well. But you're right, Johnny. It's like people you never even heard of, and they've got a really good presence over there on Facebook. Lots of followers over there, subscribers.
I think Ginger Marvin, Kathy Ginger Marvin, who's out in Colorado, Lizzie said I guess she posted some numbers the other day or something like that. And she started doing Facebook religiously, 7 posts a day. She does what sold. She shows hauls and stuff like that. And I think she showed that she made $17,000 in the last year just from Facebook. So, I mean, it's probably of any of the social media platforms, it's definitely the best paying right now. Mm-hmm. But I think so many people are posting so much stuff that I do think you need to have some quality stuff. One thing I've noticed being on Facebook is everybody posts the same thing, and it gets really redundant. If you're a small channel, post your name underneath and we'll all follow each other, which is cute. But that's not really sustainable growth. And so you do have to be a little bit more unique and offer Tall Girl doing her loo, her Sundays in the loo or whatever. There's just that unique piece to it instead of everybody posting everything they find, even if it's low, or posting the same meme that everybody's posting. So you got to kind of have a little unique to it. Does she go
live on there every Friday?
Every Friday night she does.
Yeah.
She's gotten a pretty good crowd that way. Yeah, I mean, it kills me on Facebook, like you said, the number of people who post the exact same meme. Mm-hmm. And there's people who will post something that you've seen on other pages kind of acting like it's something they found. I mean, you know. And then the number of people who get on there and, just flat out, please engage with this post. I need engagement. What's your favorite color? It's.
I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and there's just so much of that on Facebook. And to be honest, I'm curious how long this model is going to be sustainable for Facebook, because they're monetizing huge volumes of people every week. I'll see, hey, I got monetized today, and it's kind of like, it's almost like, I don't want to call it a Ponzi scheme, but it's like, what's behind this? Where's this money coming from? Facebook's, how much, new traffic are these people generating? And I know there's some who are generating a ton, but to me, it just almost seems like there's nothing behind this monetization, because you don't really see ads and stuff when you go to their. It's not like YouTube where there's a clear. You're watching, Primetime Treasure Hunters video. In the middle, it'll quit 4 times and show you an ad.
Yeah,
or y'all's, I guess. But you don't see that on Facebook, so I don't really understand exactly.
Yeah.
And I've moving money around to pay all these people.
And I saw somebody posted the other day, and it was like, anybody who's monetized, how often do you post? And all the comments were like 7 to 8 times a day. And I'm like, what the hell do you have that you can post 7 to 8 things a day? Even if you okay, I'm going to sit down for an hour. I'm going to schedule out my 7 posts for the day. And I think that's why you have the drop your favorite color, or
would you purchase this?
Or no cheating. What was the last thing you sold? And then you scroll through, and 30 people have posted no cheating. What's the last thing you sold? And I think people are eventually going to be like, this isn't where I want to get my content from.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was trying to say. It's like you're getting monetized without posting any meaningful content. Now that does not apply to everybody. There are people, and I think the ones who really make a lot of money are the ones who are posting, helpful content, like Lonnie. The Shed Flips.
Yep.
They post a lot of really good videos. And
do they ever go live on there, Stewart, Lonnie, and them?
I don't know. I think him and Kevin were doing did they just do an episode together, or are they doing a podcast together now? I can't remember.
No, I think he was just on an episode.
Okay. So yeah, there's just like anything. There's some good content creators on Facebook, but I think it's the easiest place to get monetized. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's easy. I haven't gotten monetized, but I decided, I made a concerted effort for a month. I'm going to post stuff, several times a day, but I didn't want to just post crap either. So I was trying to at least post, more than just nothing. My kids made fun of me for some of the stuff I posted, but
I stopped short of putting up just anything and everything, because if it bores me, it's going to bore everybody.
Well, what I decided to, I guarantee the majority of the people who are monetized aren't making meaningful money. So I think my time's better. I just decided I still post I'll post, what I sold over the weekend. I post 4 times a week now versus 4 times a day. My time's just better spent working on my listing. That's, I'm never gonna be, Shed Flips or any. I don't have that personality either. So I think my money's going to be made in the selling part of it, not the social media part.
Well, that's going to cut into, there's only so many hours in the day or so many hours you can put into it. And I just I couldn't imagine every day thinking of 8 things to post that are unique, even for 1 week. You know what I mean? How do you come up with 50 different unique things?
Here's what you do, Johnny. Go through Goodwill on your lunch break, like you do. Okay. Just hit record and record all the way through the store, and then to take 10, 15-second snippets of all of it through there and just break them all up into 8 parts. It's kind of like what it feels like,
And that ends up taking a lot of time. But you can also tell, from a mental health standpoint, I can tell from some of the stuff that these people are posting. They're stressed to no end about making sure that, because Facebook gives you those goals too. And a lot of people do whatever they have to do to reach those goals. And I think they end up getting so stressed out about, I need 3 more reels I've got to upload, and I got to have so many views on this one. And so you start like begging for views. I mean,
we should go live. What do you think on Facebook one night? They just all their minds would just go
pass.
What is going on here? The matrix everything has changed. The algorithm is blown apart.
I mean, I guess we could just take the pod, and then doesn't it give you the option to like make little clips?
Yeah. We could just be like, just cut it all to pieces.
Just tell them I need 50 clips, and I need you to post 7 every day for till we run the next episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, why not? Speaking of, y'all were talking about listings. I'm 8 days in now. I've made 5 listings every day.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
Hanging with it, even in amongst my pain.
That's also with a second podcast that is now up to 24 minutes an episode. Stuart,
I was hoping you were going to get the seconds on there. Did you?
Our days are numbered, Stuart.
Did you get the seconds on there?
I did not get the seconds, but it was over 24 minutes.
But you noticed the one before that though?
No.
It was only 18:59. It was 18:59. And this last one I just posted was 24:11.
Man,
so
our days are numbered, Stuart. We're gonna have an extra night free a week pretty soon.
No, I think yours is going to run us out. But you're going to New York now. And by the way, didn't you have a meeting up there?
Yeah, we actually got to meet with Depop.
And how did that go?
It was really good actually. We met with their new hire for, I guess, customer engagement. I don't know how much it's going to do once eBay comes in, because they'll probably just scrap everything that they have been working on. But it was cool to like see the building, although nobody works there. So this is the deal. If you work for Depop, and I don't know if this is true to Etsy, we were there on a Friday. It was an absolute ghost town. But if you work for Depop, at least, you only have to be in the office 4 days a month.
Now, is this before the hammer has fallen from eBay?
So the agreement has not officially gone through.
Okay.
So this is they're still in the purchasing stages.
Did you see where Depop's already raised their promoted listing fees as soon as they make them? So
interesting.
Yeah, a big jump too, from 8 to 12. That's a pretty big percentage.
I still have all my stuff promoted. I guess fortunately in this case I don't sell much on Depop, so really it's not a big deal to me. I did actually sell one thing on Depop last week. So
hand fan?
No, it was not a hand fan. I've diversified now.
Sure, you got to get some personalized hand fans though. You have to do that. Even if it's a cheapy kind, you do it 3 times and it tears on you or something. At least you know.
Apparently Gen Z loves hand fans.
Yeah. He's searching his.
It was actually a 1887 Bible atlas. So.
Okay.
All right. I support that.
Amen.
We had on I think it was Sunday, we had 5 Depop sales. I don't know if 5.
Pushing your store now, y'all.
Well, yeah, I mean, if that's what it takes.
Johnny Depop.
So Johnny, are you becoming more corporate, or what's going on there?
Maybe I'll sell. Maybe maybe it won't be the other podcast that pushes us out. Maybe I'll be contractually obligated by Depop to stop this podcast.
See, I think what's going on, you're using my 24 minutes as a decoy to hide the fact that you're going to be corporate Depop, Johnny. Maybe you'll come on our podcast here every 6 months or so, just to
I'll get the Depop minute.
Yeah, be amongst the common folk just for a little while.
We did have a call with them on Monday. I don't know if we're allowed to share this or not, but they asked us to meet with the FTC in regards to this acquisition.
I would tell them I need a little bit higher salary on that meeting. So, Johnny, what is it you're not telling us? See, I feel like there's...
No, I wish I had something more exciting. I think
like I'm on this side of the paywall now. See?
So I think what it is like Depop is all 20-year-olds, and then they talk to somebody older, and they're like, "Oh, this is way better. This is way better for just holding a conversation."
So now they're calling you Papa Johnny around Depop.
Yeah.
I got it.
They were going to ask a T-shirt bro to meet with the FTC, but they'd be like, "Oh, brah, no cap. Great idea, dog." Yeah. And they're like, "We can't have that.
Let's send Papa Johnny. He'll take care of it." You're like, "I got you."
His nickname will be the Pope of Depop.
The Pope of Depop. Papa Johnny.
I saw this thing the other day. It was very interesting. It was a meme, and it was that if you are in your 40s, you are the oldest of the young. And if you are in your 50s, you're the youngest of the old. Mm-hmm. So I think they're just using our old of the young as much as they can.
So you're the senior of the younger class.
That's
and
it.
We're the
That's it.
Of the older class.
Exactly. I'm like high school senior. You guys are college freshmen.
Yeah, there we go. I like that. Wow, there's your thumbnail, Johnny.
There you go. I'll just make us all high school kids.
Yeah, you got your hat turned backwards, bros. I got you. I'm Depop Johnny.
It is funny. We were laughing the other day. We were like, a year ago we were banned. Now we're in meetings.
Now you're rubbing elbows with the big boys.
You know.
Well, Johnny, I will say it's been a pleasure knowing you as Johnny.
I'm sure eBay will come in and be like, no, we met with those guys. Cancel everything immediately.
Yeah. Tell Depop Johnny to take a hike, so he's out. Tell you what, we'll pass on rates to him, 5 more % hike. Well, gentlemen, this has been quite an episode that we've had. And Johnny, what episode is this?
This is episode 105.
105.
I think Wes is ready to end this and go look at his eBay store.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm not joking.
He's got his next pod starting at 8:00. We got to keep this moving. Can't keep David waiting.
No, not actually. I'm gonna go get on my.
Wes, do you appreciate that? From what I've seen of that episode of the other pod, it seems like
you can say it. The flipping truth. There you go. You can say
the flipping truth. Comment, like, and subscribe over there. It seems that David takes on a little bit more. So for you kind of can let your hair down a little bit. Yeah. You are the point man on this one,
right?
And so on the other one, you're like, oh, good. Finally, I don't have to come up with all the questions.
Let me ask you, what difference do you see in me on that one and on this one? Because we only go for, from 15 to 24 minutes. So
I look at that one as like David is the point person, and here you're the point person.
Right.
So I feel like you're a little more relaxed.
Okay. Well, see, that lets you know I can be the point guard of the team, or I can ride the bench. See, I can do.
I am very happy to have you as the point person on this one.
I appreciate that, Johnny. Coming from you, being Papa Johnny, that means a lot.
The first thing I noticed is Wes doesn't look near as tall standing next to David as he does to you and me, Johnny.
Wow, what AI can do to a person,
I mean, I don't know how tall David is.
I asked him, I said, I don't know where you got that body, but that is not me. The guy's like 5'6".
Oh yeah, Wes just had an episode go live with the Flipping Truth an hour ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the 2411. See, and every time I do this now, Johnny, I'm thinking of you because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit him with some arbitrary number and just see if you can get the exact timing on it.
Listen, as soon as you go over 30 minutes, I'm deleting your phone number out of my phone number. It's over.
I'll never make it over 30 minutes.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I make it to 29:59.
Listen, I remember when this first started and you were like, no, man, we're only on there for like 8 minutes, 10 at most.
I didn't say 8 minutes. I said 15 to 20.
Now all of a sudden we're at 24, over 30. Stewart, we're going to have to start thinking of a name for our podcast.
They'll leave it to the Johnnies. Oh my goodness. You've already got you've got one. You're the 1.9 million subscribers over there on Frizzy's Finds.
Listen, I'm just riding her coattails. Nobody wants any part of me.
I just need to get me a couch and sit back like this and just go, hey, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I can do
I know. She won't let me have a cigar while that podcast is playing. I'm annoyed.
Oh, you'd like to have a cigar?
Yeah, just real cash.
I got you. But then when you have a cigar, though, you hear things that temper you, and you're like, wait a minute, they're talking about us.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Nashville Flippers.
Mm-hmm.
So at least you.
Oh, speaking of the Nashville Flippers, I saw that he did a video for the new Tennessee Titans logo, and all the new Tennessee Titan merch. He went to the store, showed everybody all the new Tennessee Titan merch, and then he bought the old stuff on clearance.
But have you already heard about there's already a controversy with the new merch?
What about it? That it's really just they should have become the Oilers again?
Well, no. The stars on the helmet, the little logo, it's got a T in the middle and it's got a star.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're straight up and down where they're supposed to be turned.
Oh.
And they messed up. And so some people had already ordered, and now it's considered a thing that people.
Oh, like an error item.
Yeah, like a collector's item.
Oh.
So they didn't figure it out till they'd already started selling the merch. And so some people got it, and now that's like a collector's item.
Huh.
So now they've had to adjust the logos.
God, they can't even be the Oilers right.
I know. Just put the oil thing on there.
Just go back. Yeah. Is there oil in Tennessee? Is that where the Beverly Hillbillies were from?
I think so. Or Virginia. Was it Virginia?
Kentucky.
Or North Carolina. Maybe it was North Carolina. So over there in your neck of the woods, Johnny.
Oh man.
Big Jed
They should
Clampett.
have been the Charlotte Oilers. I do think they have to go to a red face mask, though, right?
Is that not part of their plan? I don't know.
It's a
bring
white
that up.
face
Let's look at
mask.
their new. Can you bring up their new uniforms? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I know it's. Let's take a quick look at it. Our sports minute here.
Real quick. The Beverly Hillbillies were only said to be from the Ozark Mountains, which most people equate that they were probably from Missouri.
Missouri. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I actually did meet Donna Douglas. I did meet her. You know who that is?
Oh, was that the Ellie Mae?
Ellie Mae. Yeah, I met her.
Did you interview her?
I did show her my book, and she signed one of the copies of my book that I wrote.
That's cool.
So she loved it. She actually read through it. She said, "I love this."
That's fun.
She was
all right. I shared my screen, Wes.
All right. Let's see.
So is this what you were talking about with it being straight up and down?
Yeah. See, all right. Now the ones at the top, they're not going to change, but those two right there on the bottom of it, see how they're turned inward now? You see it? They had them straight out like the top one.
Let's see. Hold on a second. The Tennessee flag. There's how the stars are supposed to be.
But see how they're turned in toward each other?
And that's one of my wife's pet peeves is people who put these star things on their car and don't orient them right. You know.
See if you can find the Tennessee logo mess up or something.
Let's see.
Error, maybe?
Logo error, yeah.
Oh, why the stars were incorrectly aligned.
Hold on.
Oh, paywall. The Tennessean.
DNCN took us down.
Here we go. Let's see. A legal technicality. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, those two were just like the top. It was straight. All three of them were straight, and they messed it up, and they sent them out. And so some people now have collector's items.
Huh. Which right I'm sure is flooding eBay at this point.
I'm sure. All those are correct.
The Titans have already scrubbed the internet.
Oh, they
yeah, clearly. Oh, on the helmet.
Yeah, click on that one on the helmet.
Well, it's just one.
Maybe, yeah, it's just.
Can you make it larger?
There's a zoom somewhere. Let's see.
There it is.
So what's wrong about it?
See, they're straight across. See how these are turned in?
Oh, okay.
Those two at the bottom are straight across, and they're not supposed to be that way. See them?
Yeah.
I kind of like the flames coming off it better.
Yeah, I did too. I wish I hadn't taken that off. That was cool.
Now they don't want anything to do with being mythological. Fail.
Oh, I know this serves as a great relief. I'm sure everybody was just, so.
Well, there you go.
We don't have that problem here in Knoxville, do we, boys?
No, we don't. The Vols are always just wondering if they're going to get the orange correct. Right. You know what color orange that is, Stewart?
No.
It's actually a Spanish yellow, I believe.
Ooh. That's a good trivia question.
There you go. Stewart, I thought you was a bigger Tennessee Vol fan than that. Come on now.
Well, it's RGB 255 130 is what it is.
Yes, of course. Of course.
I knew that.
Is
that according to Sherwin-Williams?
Tennessee orange. And then the smoky gray, 75, 75, 75.
Well, I mean, I can sleep better now knowing that, right?
Yeah. Is that the same shade as Home Depot, or is that a different shade?
Yeah,
I think Home Depot is just a tick darker, Johnny. If you just get them side by side.
A little different.
Yeah. That would actually be a good video to make. Wear orange and go, is Home Depot and Tennessee the same? There you go.
Dun.
Put that on your Facebook.
Make that a short on Facebook.
I'll have to go get something Tennessee orange. I don't have any.
All right, guys. Wes has to go write a newsletter.
Well, that is all the time we have tonight on the Finders Flippers Resell Podcast. Gentlemen, Johnny, episode
105.
Wow. We're getting old. I guess we're the freshman class of the new freshman class of the older, right?
You guys are, yeah.
Of the older podcast. Well, the podcast is. See, we're in the
podcast, yeah.
So we're freshmen in the older class now.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Baby Boomer Resell Podcast.
Yeah.
So, in keeping in the Facebook spirit we've been talking about, should we beg for some views and likes here at the end?
Yes. Please. Yeah. We need to get to 600.
We are going to post this pod 8 times a day, every day till the next pod comes out.
All three of us every day. That's 24 posts on all three of our Facebook things. We're going to hit you with it. So check us out. Well, gentlemen, I hope you have a great week of reselling, and we will talk soon.
See y'all later.